Do you ever wonder where we go after this? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous?
Hey, welcome to Modern Investing Techniques, episode 51. It's May 23rd, 2026, and I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Let's get into the numbers, the strategy, and today's AI-selected trade. Quick reminder, everything we discuss here is for education and entertainment. The practice investment of the day uses simulated trades with no real money. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research before putting real money to work. Bitcoin index options are coming to NASDAQ, giving Canadian investors in TFSA accounts a new listed vehicle to express views on crypto without holding the underlying coins directly. Markets opened modestly higher today. The S&P 500 sits at 7,473, up 0.4%. The NASDAQ Composite is at 26,344, up 0.2%. The TSX Composite reached 34,471, also up 0.2%. Persistent inflation signals and geopolitical energy concerns continue to shape sentiment. Benchmark data for NASDAQ year-to-date move, portfolio year-to-date return, and overall alpha versus the NASDAQ is unavailable in today's feed, so we will skip those comparisons. The new Bitcoin options vehicle gives retail investors a regulated path into crypto price moves. NASDAQ QBTC European-style contracts are cash settled, which removes direct coin custody issues. Canadian investors can use these inside a TFSA without triggering superficial loss rules on spot holdings. Defined risk comes from the option structure itself rather than futures margin requirements. Low initial liquidity remains the main concern, so any position must stay tiny until open interest builds. Historical patterns show listed options on new asset classes tighten spreads once volume arrives. This setup works best when volatility is elevated, but custody headaches need to be avoided. Our practice investment of the day is a simulated trade for educational purposes only. No new trade is being entered today. We are monitoring memory chip names for volume above the 20-day average and a close above the 50-day moving average. The sector has posted negative alpha in recent close trades, so any future entry would carry a strict 6% stop and a maximum 2% portfolio allocation. Skipping the setup when the volume filter is not met shows active risk management rather than inaction. Yesterday's flash trade on IBM delivered an 8.77% gain. We entered at $232.58 at the open and exited at $252.97 at the close. The single-day move produced 8.57% alpha versus the NASDAQ's 0.2% gain. The government quantum catalyst drove the move, yet broader rotation risk still required tight position sizing. Volume confirmation above the 20-day average remains mandatory on policy-driven momentum trades. Benzinga Pro offers real-time screens for revenue growth, short interest, and unusual options flow. The platform surfaces earnings revisions and options activity in one view before the broader market reacts. Canadian investors can start with the free tier for basic scans or move to the Pro plan for live audio during earnings season. Interactive Brokers TWS API lets users pull live order book data and automate volume confirmation filters in Python. The feature enforces position sizing rules without constant manual checks. Any account holder can access it with no extra fee beyond standard commissions. NVIDIA raised its China CPU market forecast to $200 billion despite ongoing tensions. The projection supports a constructive long-term view on the semiconductor supply chain. Tim Hortons announced plans for 80 new Canadian locations, plus 400 renovations. The move highlights resilient domestic spending even as Dunkin' prepares a Canadian return. Hyperliquid launched pre-IPO trading for SpaceX. Retail access to late-stage assets is expanding, but allocations should stay under 1% of portfolio until liquidity improves. European Central Bank comments strengthen the case for a June rate hike. Higher for longer rates support holding cash or short-duration fixed income rather than rotating into rate-sensitive sectors. Open your brokerage platform, pull up the 20-day average volume for any memory chip name on your watch list, and set a price alert only if the stock also trades above its 50-day moving average. Tomorrow, we will check whether any memory chip names clear the volume threshold at the open. That's it for today's Modern Investing Techniques. The resources page has links to everything we discussed. Subscribe and share with someone who wants to go beyond index funds. See you tomorrow. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.
Do you ever wonder where we go after this? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Do you ever stay awake, counting sheep like all the time? What's your life like? What's your purpose? When's your birthday? What's your sign? Are you down right now? Are you stuck up in the past? Are you still thinking about all